Hey guys, what's up and God bless. So, if you're wanting to take a sleep aid, something to help you sleep better and actually make you sleepier, it's it's kind of like the way I would describe the effects would be similar to melatonin, but without taking that hormone, it's taking herbs. So then you can go ahead and keep watching this video. So usually I take this right here, which is a calming tea. It's called Renue. It's very potent. I would say that it gets me in a really chill state. It doesn't necessarily make me sleepy though, but it's super chill. This is probably the most potent calming tea that I've tried. And so when I get to bed, it's like it's very easy to fall asleep. So I actually had run out and I was like, wow, like what am I gonna do? So anyways, I looked at some of the other calming stuff that I had, and I had just ordered this one right here, which is Enfatuate. So if you're familiar with Soul, you'll know that anything that they have that's blue, that's part of their calming line. And anything that's part of the red is going to lift the body, lift the mood. The green is for balance, and the yellow is for clarify. So I saw that I had this, and I've taken this before alone, and I didn't really notice like any effects that it made me sleepy or tired or wanting to go to bed or anything. And the other thing was these enzymes right here. And when I've taken these alone, yeah, I use it to help me digest my food and stuff when I eat meat, when I get off fasting, so that, it's easier on my digestive system. So I've taken these and I really don't notice that they help me, to chill out as far as the calming herbs in here. But what I did notice was when I took these two together, wow, it was very interesting. Who knows, like, what happened chemically? But when I take these two together, I literally felt like if it was very similar to taking melatonin. So I tried melatonin for the first time recently, this past week, and if you know anything about hormones, they're so powerful. Just if you can remember maybe like the last time you were hungry and how you might have felt like you wanted to raid the fridge or something and it was very strong, or maybe the last time you wanted to make love to your spouse, how strong that felt, which is a lot has to do with hormones. So melatonin is very powerful, and I tried it and it literally made me sleepy, so which was expected. And when I got to bed, I was kind of like in that sleepy mode. I also noticed that when I woke up, because I get up to feed our son every 2 hours because of his young, beautiful age. And I didn't like the melatonin because it kind of felt like I was like in that sleepy stupor, and it was a little challenging to get out of that. So for me, when I wake up to feed my son, I like to be like alert and oriented immediately for whatever he needs. And that's extremely important to me. And I also want to be able to hear him no matter what. Like when I'm sleeping, when he gets up, I want to be notified immediately. So I felt like melatonin was not really a good option, for me being a new mother. And it's not something that I would ever want to take long term because it is going to make your glands a little lazy because it's receiving the hormone. And so your body's kind of like, hey, I'm taking melatonin. Why should I produce it since I'm receiving it so easy? So if you do take that on a long term, most likely when you get off it and you want to head to your natural route, and your body's probably going to go through a period where it's adjusting, and it may be a little challenging to make that melatonin. So what I love about all of these products are they help your adrenal glands, they help your endocrine system. So they're going to help you sleep better. So anyways, I want to also mention that the way that I took these two, I put them in a shaker bottle, and with these capsules right here, I popped it open. So that's completely optional, but to me, if it's like one thing less on my liver, one thing less for my kidneys to process. So I popped it open, and I felt like my body just so much more easily absorbed it. It was able to immediately utilize all those nutrients. And the other thing is, I took it like more on an empty stomach, so there wasn't like a ton of food in my body, so it just like it sucked it up, kind of like, you know, a straw and you're sucking up some liquid. So I feel like most of the products, they work really well on an empty stomach, at least these sleeping ones for me. And so I have yet to take all three of them together in that way. So I'm so grateful we have some Renue packs, because it's such a game changer. It's such a lifesaver. I feel like with these products, they're very safe, especially for new mothers who want to get that rest and go to sleep immediately, because just even skipping one day of sleep, it has such an impact the next day on your mood, on your thinking process, and even how you fight your spiritual warfare, and how you're taking care of your loved ones, your children, and your husband as well. So with this, it's like no issues at all when I wake up at night to feed my son. It's super easy. It's like I wake up, I'm easily able to wake up, but also when I go back down, it's like I'm able to fall asleep, and that's super important to me. So I want to encourage you guys to check it out. There's one more thing right here. This was the other thing that I used in combination to these, and this is part of their calming line as well. It's their calm essential oil. Guys, I am telling you, hi, bajutos. It's my handsome son and my handsome husband. So this calming oil, my goodness, guys, if you have not tried it, it is absolutely phenomenal. So what I did was I diluted it with some organic coconut oil. How much? I literally just stick my hand in the jar and pull it out, and that's what I use. So I put 4 to 5 drops of this, and then I'll mix it in my other hand. I'll put it some like on my forehead, around my nose where I can breathe it in, on my chest, at the back of my neck. And I get my feet. The feet are super important, especially the big toe, because that's connected with the brain. And I feel that immediately. Like it's so relaxing. It's so soothing. It also has a blue cypress, which is amazing for circulation. And I put some on my face as well, just to get it like a little hydrated, and because of the nutrients. And I'm so pleased with this oil. If you're not familiar with essential oils, usually a drop is a serving size, depending on the effects and what you're using it for. These are only made for external use, so they're not to be taken internally. And I've tried many essential oils. I can honestly say that this brand right here, Soul Naturals, has by far been the most potent one that I've tried. The results I get, it's just been unmatched with other essential oils, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. And they've been very clean, very pure, and the process to make them is very delicate, so they definitely meet my standards. I remember one time someone had came over to the house, and their blood pressure was like sky high, kind of like when I used to work at the ER, when it was that high, we would immediately give medication. So this person was refusing to go, and they came over. They were even unable to walk, so people were helping him. Anyways, his blood pressure was super high, so we put some calming oil. I think we used some of the balance, and we used some teas, and it was absolutely incredible. It brought that down. It was bomb, guys. And then he was able to walk afterwards. Maybe it had been anywhere from like a 15 to half an hour. It was quite a while ago. But he was able to leave walking. He was feeling way better. His blood pressure had stabilized. It was, in the normal range after this. So these are crazy powerful. I absolutely like to carry them with me when I go places and when I travel and everywhere, because you never know when you're going to need them. So I'm going to leave some links below. Go ahead and check them out. I would say don't hesitate. Hop on it. So if you want to save $10 on your first enrollment order, you can use the coupon code Faith Refined by Fire. And yes, I did get that from the Bible, because I love the Lord, and he's absolutely, the center to everything in my life. He brought me my husband. He gave me my amazing son, and we have a wonderful daughter. So glory to God. I want to give him all the praise, honor, and glory, because when I was crying out for help, he's helped me. And I also want to share this really cool verse with you that I wrote up on the wall. So I was reading Isaiah 12:2. It says, I will trust in Yahweh and not be afraid. I thought that was super beautiful. So that's kind of like my meditation for the week. Isaiah 12:2. I will trust in Yahweh and not be afraid. Anyways, God bless you guys. Have an amazing day. Stay close to the Lord. Message me if you have any questions or anything at all, if you need prayer. God bless.